Okay, we are live. Welcome to the 25 Marketing Mastermind. And as promised, we have with us again Miguel Fuentes, who's going to be doing some awesome training today. And I want everybody to know that this is going to be epic, all right? If you are in Instagram, if you are a person who really wants to know all about it, what is it? I mean, how do you actually use it? This is the webinar for you. Miguel's going to be going over some basics with us to give us an overview on how to use it. And I'm sure it's going to be helpful to everyone. But before we get into that, let's go through our panel. I'm going to start off with the left. And we're going to start with Pops. Pops, how are you doing? How's your week been? So glad for you to join us.
Doing really well, thanks, Dave. Yeah, it was a busy week, busy weekend. We got beautiful weather here. I'm getting excited to head out full-time RVing, and this weather is not helping me at all. I'm getting more and more excited. Just can't wait. It's going to be awesome.
Great, man. And then we have Mr. Jamie Shaw from the band. I love saying that, man, if you were in a band.
From the band.
How you doing there, man?
I'm doing pretty good. Been a good week. You know, the Mastermind Saturday was awesome. Today was a crappy day at work, but I don't let that deter me because my job funds my business. So that's all I worry about. That's only the reason I have the job is because it funds my business. So I'm ready to rock and roll and get going on this.
Awesome. And then we're going to save for second to last, we have Miss Katie Stage, who is our moderating princess. I won't say queen, I'll say princess.
Yeah, queens are old.
yeah. I discovered that early. Never call anybody a queen because especially women, for some reason, they don't like that. So, okay, Katie, so how have you been? How are things going? What's new? Blah, 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 yada, yada, yada.
Really, really well. I've tapped into a lot of resources recently, and I'm really super excited to get a lot of videos out there and really trying to pull in some leads from YouTube and try to master that. And also, I'm also kind of juggling a little bit. I got the Facebook thing going on. That's kind of automatic. But Instagram, and that's why I'm excited about tonight. So I got my notes ready. I have his name up on the top, ready for Instagram, and some awesome notes, and I'm excited. Thanks.
Cool. And then, of course, we have Miguel. Thank you so much, man, for being here. I know it's like the second time around, but you were so good last week that we wanted to have you on this week. And we're so glad that you're here. I'm going to put the ball in your court. I know he's got a super presentation for us. And please don't feel like you're boring us at all. I know you've done this presentation a load of times, but we're hearing it for the first time, man. So please, with your happy disposition and everything good about you, man, just give it to us, and I'll hand this over to you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Chris, Katie, Jamie, Pops. Guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'm so grateful to be back. I really am. I had so much fun last time. It was awesome. It was very, very awesome for me to be here. So, whoops, look out. That'd be my telephone ringing. Sorry about that, guys. It's wrestling night here in Denver, Colorado. So that's probably what they're calling about. I take my young people to go to wrestling class on 2 nights a week. So they're probably calling about that. But so guys, let's get into this. I mean, Instagram is my jam. It's my space. It's where I've had the most success, made the most money. All the good things in my business are coming from Instagram. So I'm super duper excited to be sharing with you what I do and giving you my perspective on what's working now. We're going to go over a few of the very fundamental things that you need to be doing on Instagram to start getting results in your business. Let's start generating some leads. Let's start making some connections over there. Let's start doing all the things that it was supposed to do. And there goes my phone again. It must be an emergency or something, but I'll get that later. Okay, guys. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm using an awesome new software, which I'm super duper excited. about this. I just got it literally just a few minutes just before going on. Can you guys see my screen? Do you guys see Chris? Awesome. Okay, so can you guys see this?
Yep. It's there.
Okay, awesome. So we're going to start here at the beginning. I'm going to go back and forth between sharing my screen and also sharing my phone, because I want you guys to see exactly how that works, what it does, and what's going on with the thing, and how you can apply it in your business right away. So now, who am I? You guys don't know me. I'm Miguel Fuentes. I'm from Denver, Colorado. Guys, I've been in the industry for about 3 or 4 years. I have been just delighted to be doing Instagram. I'm a member of My Lead System Pro, which is where I caught the Instagram bug, for one. Here, this is my lovely family. This is me hanging out at Live the Dream last year, and my buddy Scott. If you guys don't know Scott, he's the other half of the Influence Tribe. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on my story, because if you guys were here last week, then I gave out my entire story. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out for sure. Last week's hangout here on the 24hourmarketer.com, that'll let you in on who I am more directly. Now, this has to be addressed, okay? What is the number one mistake on Instagram? And I see this all the time. The number one mistake that marketers make on a consistent basis with Instagram is not taking it seriously, okay? Like, this is the number one thing. If you want to get results with Instagram, which is totally possible, there are people making tens of thousands of dollars every month using Instagram because they take it seriously, they focus on it, and that's what they do. So if you're going to do Instagram and do it right, you got to take it seriously. You got to adopt that mindset of, I'm here, I'm going to do this, and this is what I'm going to do, and follow a plan. So let's get some basics in for you now. I want to show you how to get yourself set up in the right place to start having some more success and start driving people to you instead of away from you. Now, excuse me, guys, I'm fighting a little bit of something here. Now, these are some of my results. I have one account at 17,000 followers, another nearly at 4, one at 13. These are all much larger. Like, now these accounts are actually much larger than what I'm showing here. But I just want to show you what some of the stuff that is possible just from Instagram. This is a new account that I created. I took it up on 119, and in one day I added over 30 followers in one day. Like, over 34 followers, just as quick as I could possibly do it in that one day, because I took this account that was an old account, I rebranded it, and I started doing all the right things with it. And this is some of the result that came out of it within that one day. This account right now, Big Time Instaboss, this is one of my other accounts that I use, is actually right near 1,000 followers right now. So you do the math from the 19th to now, which is almost a month, less than a month. I'm nearly coming to 1,000 followers. Guys, I generate between 2 and 7 leads a day. If I aggressively attack it, now this goes back to the mistake number 1, right? Not taking it seriously. Like, I have my days of inconsistency. I'm not perfect. I'm not going to lie. And if I don't do anything, I will generate between 2 and 4 leads not doing anything. If I aggressively attack and move forward and stay focused on that day, I will generate over 5 leads, up to 7, maybe even 10 at times. So let's get into this. Okay, what are the essentials of Instagram? Okay, these are so very, very, very important. Guys, your content matters so much on Instagram. Okay, this is what we're going to go through tonight. We're going to go through your content. Let's start making content that looks gorgeous, that people want to double tap. They want to put some hearts on it. They want to comment on it. They want to come back and see more. Let's set up your profile so when people see it, they'll follow you for 1, and for 2, they're going to click your link and they might become a lead. So let's make sure our profiles are the right way. Let's do it. And then let's talk about followers and engagement, and then hashtags, because hashtags are the heart, the meat, and they're everything on Instagram. And it's important that you understand how to use them and what they do. Okay. Content. Now I'm gonna head on over. Am I still broadcasting okay, you guys? Can you guys see me? We're still doing good? Okay, good. I'm gonna head over to my phone. And as I said, I just got this new software. I'm gonna show you a couple of apps that I'm super excited about. Can you guys see this phone okay? Do I need to make it bigger?
If you could make it a little bit bigger, or maybe a lot bigger, and then centered.
Yeah. Let's see if I can center it. I just got this app. Let's see if we can go full screen. How's that?
Much better, yes.
Okay, good. So, okay, guys, there's a couple of apps that I am absolutely in love with for Instagram. And these are very, very simple apps. The first one that I want to show you that's very, very important and useful. And that's it starting up. This will cut down the time it takes for you to create good looking content, because as we discussed before, your engagement is a lot in your content. If your content is not on point with what you're doing, and we'll get into congruency a little bit later, but for now, just understand that your content has to be good. It has to be a good design, and it has to look good. It has to attract people, or you're not going to see the engagement. And we'll also talk about the algorithm a little bit later and why the content matters that much. Because guys, let me break it down as simply as I can, because the algorithm is a very big topic. But the more engagement your content gets, the more engagement Instagram will give your content. So keep that in mind. If you're making good content that people are engaging with, it will show that content to more people down the line. And it's kind of like a snowball. Like, you'll start to see some of your best posts really start to take off. They'll get a couple hundred likes, and then then they'll slow down and even out. And then you'll still see that same post getting likes through time. Like, you'll post at 6 a.m. It'll go really good, really, really fast for a couple hours. And then you'll still see it getting engagement later on in the day as you move through your day. Now, this app is incredibly simple to use. All you have to do is just go straight into your camera roll. I prefer to use that. You can also use the images that are there. Like, these images are available for you to use. You could pick any one of them that you wanted and just crop it. And this is awesome because this will save you a ton of time. This app is on iPhone as well. So if you're on iPhone, you can still use this app. It's not just an Android only thing. But
if you're on iPhone, we'd like to apologize right now. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm sorry, iPhone users. No, this is for both. This is for both, guys. If you have an iPhone or Android, this app is available. I think it's like $3, so it's not going to break the bank. It's definitely worth getting. And this will save you time. Because you look at this and you're able to just put any kind of quote you want on here. It has some preloaded quotes, which are okay. They tend to be all right after a while. Most of the time I end up writing my own anyway. But it's got all kinds of different quotes in here that you can add on there very quickly and just hit save and close. And I'll show you a little, what I like to do most of the time is, because I already have a watermark that I know I'm going to put on there, my website right into the quote section. So that way it puts my website on there. I don't have to add it later using a different app. And it's got all kinds of different looks here that you can try out and be there and just kind of play with it. Now, these are all going to look great as long as, they're going to look great in your feed, because this produces some really nice content. And you can, of course, if you don't like what you got going on here, you can go into your own camera roll, whatever it is that you have in there. I don't know. There's a bunch of my kids wrestling, me being silly some places in here. Yep. But I'll give this one these are also images that come off of another app. The name of the app that I pull these images off. Now, these are royalty-free images. Guys, we don't want to be using images of copyright or that somebody owns, because you will get in trouble. So don't do that. There's Wallpapers HD. There's websites out there like pexels.com or I forget the other one, but there's several where you can just either buy the images or just download them for free. And this has all kinds of good stuff in here that you can use to create all sorts of memes that you want. I really like this one because it's very creative and I like it. And it's very easy to use, and you can put a nice quote on there real quick and just save that guy. Pretty easy to do. And now here's one of the things that I love about this app is you can upload your own watermark in there. If you don't have a watermark yet, head over to Fiverr. You can get one made pretty quick and pretty easy. And you can also use Canva.com actually does a lot of logos and watermarks where it will, if you're on a paid account with Canva.com, you can actually download an image without the background on it, and that will create your watermark. So like that's my Influence Tribe watermark. I put that on almost all my images, but I'm just kind of having fun right now. I'm playing with this. I'm probably not going to post this image, but still. So I'm just giving you guys an example of what's possible here with this app. And all you would do is save it. Pretty easy.
You should put it out there anyways. You might get a lot of engagement with that one. Test it out.
It was a little off center, and I'm picky about it.
That's the point. That's the point. It was on accident, and you're just not going to expect it, and it's going to be like the highest. I'm just playing.
I know it's going to be like, oh my gosh, look at that. So I use word swag a whole lot. Like I very much use word swag because it's fast, it's easy. And this is the app where the images come from, in case you're curious. This is, I think it's HD Backgrounds. Let me go looking back, just make sure. So I get you guys the correct name. It's Premium Wallpapers. So all sorts of different kinds of images you guys can use for your backgrounds. Pretty easy, pretty quick and easy. You can find anything in here. They just download. Now, these are supposed to be wallpapers for your phone. So they are not copyrighted. So you're not going to get in trouble for using these. I've been using them for a very long time. I pull all kinds of different images off of here, even like interesting patterns or things that I like. Now you want your content to be appealing, because if it's not appealing, you're not going to get engagement. The algorithm could possibly bury you. So we're going to have good looking content. Okay, so now let me go back to my presentation. So, okay, cool. So we went, okay, word swag. I'll show you the other one, Lumiere. Now, Lumiere is a gorgeous app. Guys, I'm just going to show you kind of what's possible with this one. I'm just going to go into my profile here. Do I have one in there? Yeah. Okay, so this came up as one of my top posts, but okay. So so guys, this is Lumiere, the app. This is the kind of product that you can produce on Lumiere. What I love about this particular app is the fact that it produces a very small video. Okay, the video doesn't have sound. Sometimes they do have sound, but it just adds an additional effect to your content, and it looks really nice. It looks really, really nice, and you're able to create some really cool stuff with it. I think this is one of my highest hitting posts right there. Is this one? It's like never give up on a dream, and it's just a quote, guys. It's just a word quote, right? And just with like a little shooting star, people went crazy for this. Now, if you guys haven't switched over to a business account, I'll go through that here in a second, because I think that's one of the essential things you need to have, is to make sure that your account is set on a business account so you can see your statistics on your on each post and your account in general. So that way you'll know exactly what content is hitting and what is not. Then give you a little bit of a guide to move forward. Let me show you the app itself, just so you guys can go and get it. It's called Lumiere. Now this has a whole host of different kinds of effects in here, and I'll just really quickly just roll through them real fast. We'll pick something cool out of here. We'll just pick anything. We'll pick this pretty kitty. Okay, good, because I know what goes with this guy. Next, this app is so easy, and it's absolutely just gorgeous. So this one has sound on it. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not.
Yeah, we
But
can
this
actually
one
hear that.
does have
That's cool.
sound on it. Yeah. So some of these have sound on them, some of them don't. But you just add the image in and then you can overlay these different kinds of effects over it. So it'll make really nice and interesting looking images. Now these get a lot of engagement on Instagram. They get a lot of engagement. And I think that the reason they get so much engagement is because people want to know if it has a sound on it. So they'll click play just to find out if it has a sound. So they'll click it and then they're engaging with your account. They're engaging with your content. They're clicking it to hear it. And it's going to cause these to go higher in the algorithm. And that's why they get pushed on so far. But not only that, they're also very good looking. You can do a lot of different things. Some of these are kind of silly. They are, but some of them are just amazing. So that's definitely an app to go check out. I believe this one is a paid app as well, but it's very, very cheap. I think it's like $5. Not a big deal for what it does. Not at all. Okay, so there's that. Let's see. Okay, Flipagram. I love Flipagram. Guys, I absolutely adore Flipagram. If you guys haven't tried this yet, excuse me, gosh. Fighting something tonight here. Where did my Flipagram go? Where did you go? There we are. Okay, this is kind of going to be kind of loud, I know it. Yes, sir.
How do you spell that Lumiere? Because I can't seem to find it.
Okay.
Lumier. I
Yep.
have it in the chat. Sorry about that.
Okay, thanks.
Yep. Awesome. So guys, this is Flipagram, and I've been able to do some really awesome stuff, and these also get a lot of engagement. They take a little more time to make, but once you get them going, they're really nice. You get a really nice product. See, can you guys hear this?
You ain't got to get ready. All right, so this is my final one. So we're going to go back real quick. I told you, number one, let's stop talking about it, right? Talk about it once, hit the lab. Number two, I told you, it's grind time. Every single day, be faithful over few.
Yep. So what I did was this app, I'm not going to make one because they're a little bit complicated to get into. The app is very easy to use once you get in there. They're just a little bit time intensive. So I'm not going to roll through this, how to use this entire app. Definitely download it, pick it up. This one is free. One of the things that I love about it is once you do get your whole, and you can use clips from anything in these guys. You can use clips like these are my Hitos wrestling this weekend. My little dudes out there tearing it up. But yeah, you can add all kinds of cool stuff in there. Flipagram has built-in music. It has built-in little speeches. They're all a minute long, so they fit right into Instagram. That's how I was able to create this. This is a series of quotes that I'd already done. I already did these with Eric Thomas talking over the top of them, and these are all my quotes. These are all my custom images that I made already. I just loaded them into Flipagram, went through the process of creating it, and then absolutely just layered over the top of the little video and just layered Eric Thomas, because they had a little 1-minute skit of Eric Thomas talking, and it fit just right for a nice early morning motivational for people to really connect with. So I really love Flipagram. Go check it out. It's very simple to use. Like I said, they're a little time intensive to create, so I'm not gonna create one right now. But that's definitely an app to be aware of for sure. Okay, Studio. Now this one, I spent so much time on this one. I don't use it as much because it used to be that WordSwag was only on iPhone and not on Android. And I'm an Android guy, so I never had access to WordSwag. They only recently allowed WordSwag onto Android. But before I had WordSwag, I used Studio. Now this is another app. This one is totally free, but the creation, it creates some amazing stuff. In fact, we'll just have a little quick peek at the creation area, then I'll just show you some of the stuff I've created, and then we're going to move on from the apps. So yeah, you can pick anything that you wanted in here, and it automatically crops. You can add any kind of overlay you want. Now, why would you use this versus WordSwag, right? If you have WordSwag, why would you use this? This can create some, if you don't like some of the content that's in WordSwag, like this will be all your own custom quotes. It will do different kinds of different fonts. It will do like, is actually more versatile than WordSwag, but it's more time intensive as well, because you have to really put some time and some thought into your designs when you're using this app, which is totally fine. You know, like you can just put whatever you want. It's totally responsive by your fingers. And you can change them pretty easy. Now you could just load your own quotes in there. It's an awesome app. Like if you were doing, like, I use this a lot for promotional stuff, because WordSwag doesn't always look good when I'm making a promotional post. Like when I'm making a post where I want people to go click my bio, I want them to come over and start clicking and filling out forms. And when I want a call to action, this is the app that I use, because it's so versatile. I can make nearly anything on here from scratch, and you're not bound by the kind of restrictions that you might be with WordSwag. Let me see. I'll just cancel this guy. My account. So this is some of the stuff I was able to create with using Studio. Come on. It's not going to load. It's going to take a while.
Is it Photo Studio?
No, it's just called Studio App. Okay, there we go. Yeah, see guys, I use this one a lot for my promotional stuff, or when I find something that I want to share, like I'll take a screenshot and pop it in here, and then I'm able to just overlay words and resize the image and do some cool stuff with it. Like I made this when I was doing my shout out show, and I made this when I was, I needed, when I did a webinar a couple of weeks ago on Instagram, last year actually, this is what I created out of that. So it's really a versatile app, and you can also do some beautiful things in here like that. And in that one, there's a lot of versatility with this app. I think it's more creative and versatile than WordSwag, but WordSwag has so much fast functionality. It's worth having both, honestly. There's one more app that I want to show you that goes right along with that, and then we're moving on. I'm sorry, guys. Here we go. Add watermark. Okay, now add watermark is so easy to use. You can load any kind of image right in there and be able to create it. You can put anything in here. Like this JPEG, my wife made it on her computer because she's a smart lady, and she made this cutout herself. But if you want one of those, all you have to do is go to Fiverr and have them remove the background. Or if you're paying member on Canva, which I am because Canva's awesome, you can download an image without the background. And this is something you'll get. Now, add watermark will put any image you want on the background and put any image overlaid in it. This could be your custom watermark, your logo, a picture of yourself, whatever. I believe it's iWatermark on iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, you're looking for what's called iWatermark. So, and this does a lot of the same functionality. You just save it and it downloads to a folder. Pretty easy. Let's move on. Okay, here's my one piece of advice regarding your content. Now, this goes directly to the first point that we made, right? We're going to be serious about Instagram. We're going to invest in the apps. We're going to create the content. We're going to be really consistent, and we're going to build a library. From day one that you're working on Instagram, you're finding a way to save your images. Whatever you make, you save your images. And in the long run, it's going to help you out because you're going to build a library that you can refer to later on. Like if you have one of those days where you're just not consistent, like, whatever happened in your life, you've got a library that has months and months of content in there that you can go back and pull from and repost. So from day one, guys, that you're creating some content on Instagram, build a library, save those images somewhere. I don't know how you do it. If you want to Dropbox them, save them to your computer, take them off your phone and upload them to your computer. Start building a library. And I'll give you a little look at why. Like when I started using multiple accounts on Instagram, it was for that reason. It was for that reason, is because I knew I had a library of images, hundreds of images that I'd created, and I knew that I could repurpose them to other accounts because they'd never been seen by those people. Other people haven't seen them, so I started using multiple accounts, and I took those images and started resourcing them to other accounts. So that's definitely a strategy you could look at for sure down in the future. For now, I mean, let's just focus on one. We're going to focus on one profile tonight. Multiple Instagram is definitely a strategy. We could look at that at another day. But for now, let's really get these basics in, build a library, guys, and refer to it later on when you have days where you haven't created any content. I think I spent probably 6 months at one point creating content every single day just for Instagram. And that's why I have over 2,600 posts, is because I was super duper consistent just posting every day. So make sure you do that. Let's see. Now let's talk about your profile. Your profile. This is your most important piece of real estate, period. On Instagram, you have no other real estate that's of any value other than your profile, for a couple of reasons. It's the first thing that people see when they click on you to check you out. Second reason, it's where you give your call to action, and it's where your link presides. There are no clickable links on Instagram. You can't you can't put a link in a message. You can't put a link in a post and people will find it and go to the website. They just don't. But the only place you can put a clickable link is inside your profile. So let's make sure that it looks good. Now I'll get into this. I'm going to go and show you my profile, and we're going to talk about congruency, which I spelled wrong, but that's okay. And then we're going to talk about the Google anomaly. One second, guys. Let me go back to my Android here. Okay. So what are the elements of a good profile? One, I have a picture of myself, right? Hold on. Can I draw on here? Yeah, hold on. I want to go back to the, okay. So first thing, right? I have a picture of myself. I'm not a product. I'm not something else. Now this is personal branding, right? We're in the personal branding niche. We're in the niche of making ourselves a brand and a leader and an authority. So we definitely want to have a picture of yourself. A little tip on this is if you make this picture at 500 by 500 pixels, it will come out nice and clean and pretty, and you'll have a nice looking image there. Some people have a very confusing image here, and can you guys see my pointer okay? I know it's a little weird.
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, good, because I'm not going to use the whiteboard thing, because I want you guys to be able to see this. Okay, so have a nice looking profile here, okay? Nice picture, look good. Your username. Your username has to be something relevant. If you can't use your name, use something similar to your own name. Like my first name is actually Jesus, and my middle name is Miguel, but everybody knows me as Miguel, so I just put my first initial there. So it became Miguel J. Fuentes, which became my website, which became my Twitter handle, which is now my brand, is Miguel J. Fuentes, which is okay. Now that this is a good time to get into, let's talk about these other elements and we'll get into the business profile stuff. This right here where it says click follow, like it's red, it's highlighted, it says click follow. People are going to go click and click follow. So you come to my account, first thing you see, click follow. People will just click follow. You're telling them what to do. You should tell them what to do in your profile. This right here is a major reason why people don't get followers. Whether you want to admit it or not, telling people what to do is a good thing in marketing. You can tell people to go click follow. You can tell people to visit your website. And if you're not telling them to do that, they are not doing it. So definitely have something that tells them to follow. Now, this goes into what's in it for me, right? What's in it for me? If I come to this profile, here's what I'm going to get. I'm going to get personal development stuff, right? I'm going to get some motivational quotes, some personal development things. I'm going to get Instagram marketing training. Oops. Like IG is Instagram. So Instagram marketing training. And I should probably take that out because it's a vague word. I don't know that everybody understands this word, IG, and I might change that. But Instagram marketing training, that's what I do. I tell people that I'm Instagram marketing training. So they come to my profile, they click follow. They say, okay, I've clicked follow, and now I expect to have personal development. I expect to have Instagram marketing training. And if you want to know how I created my 17K following, click the link, another call to action, another very valuable call to action. Put that call to action in your profile. Now this is a little bit of copywriting stuff, but that's it's very simple, guys. You can write something right here that says click the link. Click the link. Tell them to go do it, and believe it or not, you will see people clicking your link because they've been told to by your profile. Because this is your most important piece of real estate on Instagram. So, guys, just keep this concept in mind when you build your profile, okay? What's in it for me? What is you gonna put in your profile? What do you do that somebody's gonna get for clicking follow? Something they want. They want Instagram training. Yep, they're gonna click and follow because you're gonna do Instagram training stuff. You're gonna shoot videos. You're gonna do live presentations. You're gonna have cool Instagram stories that are about Instagram training. They're about motivation. They're about what you do. We always use the idea. I'm gonna change this because it's bothering me. Okay. As we always talk about the idea of health and wellness, right? Where everybody's like, buy this thing, right? Buy this crazy thing, but nobody knows why they should. Tell them in your profile, you should buy it because of this, because you're going to get some health tips. That's why you should click follow. I'm going to give you some tips to lose weight. I'm going to share some value on what, is the best food to eat, whatever it is. Whatever's going to make you an authority in your niche, put that in your profile so people know why they should follow you. So that's very, very important. Now, this goes right into, I like to call it the Google anomaly. A lot of people use their, and this is one of those big mistakes, is that people will put their names of their companies in here. Now, we've heard the names of companies. We've heard the spiel a lot. Okay, don't use the name of your company in your username. Don't put it in your profile. Be you. Be the authority. Be the person that's going to teach people how to lose weight. Be the person that's going to teach people how to create a 17K following, right? So define that, whatever it is for you, and put it here. Your link. Your link is so important. I personally feel that bit.ly links are a little bit creepy on Instagram. They go over fine on Twitter. They probably go over fine on a lot of other places. But on Instagram, you will get more clicks. You'll get more clicks to your site if you have a branded domain that refers, again, to what you do. So this says instasuiteleads.com. So they could get leads here, right? So they're going to get leads if they click the link. So go click the link. Tell them what's behind the link. And I hate to admit this, but sometimes on Instagram, you're going to see some weird accounts that you don't know where this link goes. Like you have no idea where it goes. It is less enticing. It kind of scares people. They don't want to click. Sorry, guys. So make sure that this is also congruent with what you're doing, your brand, your business. This is how you create a very nice looking profile. Okay, now this will tell people to follow you, and you got a good call to action, and you're telling them what's in it for them when they do click follow. Okay, I'm going to go into these. Yes, sir.
That link that you have, we've got a question here from Maria. She wants to know, does that link go straight to your blog or to a capture page?
It goes to a capture page. From what I've noticed, now if you guys are a My Lead System Pro Mastery member, this is available for you in your back office. This is a $5 funnel. So this has a $5 upsell behind it. I love this link because not only because it's gorgeous, it's so enticing, and it converts at something like 8%. Really nice. So yeah, if you're not a My Lead System Pro member, talk to somebody here and they can help you figure that out. But this is what I prefer to use. I prefer to use a capture page back there. It's collect the lead, build your list. There's, with just through testing and whatnot, I have found that the capture page works better than anything else, because you could be sending people to your blog and they get to your blog and there's all this stuff going on. And then you may have lost the person, you don't know. But this way, you've got their attention, they've clicked follow, they know what they want, they click the link, they go over there to fill out the form, they're on your list. Awesome. That's a lead. Excuse me, guys. So where is it? Okay, right here. So guys, under your account settings, right here at the bottom, it says switch back to personal account. I highly recommend that you have a business account for your Instagram. A couple of reasons for that. I'm not going to switch back because I like my business account, but this is where you'll find it. If you go into your account, your options under account settings, you can set up your Instagram to be a business account, which is going to allow you to have the contact button here. So people can just directly call me from my profile, which happens. And you also get detailed statistics on what's performing in your business. Like this is an Instagram story that I did earlier, which is cool. And then these are just how my posts and whatnot has been performing. My impressions and my reach is a little bit down. But this right here, okay, so it's kind of weird because the impressions are down, the reach is down, but the profile views are way up. It's like, wow, like how am I getting so many profile views, right? Getting 47 website clicks this week, call clicks. You get access to all this information. Not only that, you get to see where you get some demographics on what your following is like. Like mine looks like it's 50-50 between men and women, between 25 and 34. Your time of days they're most active. This stuff will help you define your content. It'll help guide your content, and it will help you figure out what's working. So make sure that you're using it. And since we're on this, I think it's later in the presentation. Yeah. We're going to move from there. So guys, set up a business account, set up your profile the right way, and it will start paying you better. I promise. You'll get way better interaction this way. Okay, never talked about Google. Yeah, so when I say the Google anomaly, what I mean is if you're putting your name here, other people can go and look up what you're doing. Like if you put your company name in your username or you put it in your bio, they can easily Google what you're doing. And it's kind of, think of it like this, okay? If you cannot go up against the giant in the industry, because we as entrepreneurs, especially if you're in the network marketing space, if you want to believe it or not, you are in competition with every other hundreds of thousands of reps and the company itself. How do you stand out? How do you bring down Goliath like that, right? It's your brand. Your brand sets you apart. It sets you up as an individual, as a leader in the space, and you provide valuable content that defines your brand, sets you as a leader. When people look up for Miguel J. Fuentes, where do you think they go? They go to my blog. When people look up for my company name, they go to my company, not to me. So that's how we're going to fight the giants, right? We're going to fight Google a little bit by being a brand. So that's all I'm going to say about that, because I think it's very relevant, especially for a lot of people in the network marketing space who have their company names just everywhere. I think it's a huge mistake. So don't do that. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So followers. How do we get followers on Instagram? Number one is consistency. Because now we've already made the choice, we've made the decisions, we're going to be super, super serious about it. So we're going to be consistent every day, and we're going to post every day right around the same time. Set up your own schedule, okay? I highly recommend in modern Instagram in 2017 that you post as much as you possibly can. With obviously, because of the nature of content right now, it takes a little time. I do my very best to post between as many times as I possibly can, between 5, 6, 7 times a day. Doesn't always hit that. I usually end around 3 or 4. But guys, set up what you can do and be consistent with it. If you have a hard time really being consistent with your content, you've got a library, right? So use your library to stay consistent. And these are some tools here that I think will definitely help you be more consistent. Hootsuite, and Hootsuite is this is a paid tool. I think it's like $14 a month, but it's a notification poster for Instagram. And not only does it do Instagram, but it does all of your other social media at the same time, which is why I love it, which is why I use it, because it will post to Twitter, it will post to Facebook, and it will give you a notification on your phone about when to post. It'll remind you to post. So you'll get a notification with a little image in it, and you just tap and open. It'll open Instagram and copy the caption right in there. Really simple. So Hootsuite is definitely a good way to go. You can load your images directly from your computer. You can do it from your phone, and it somehow magically already knows the best time of day to post. Excuse me. For each account. So I highly recommend Hootsuite. Because you can use it on your desktop, it really opens up a lot of other tools as far as Canva, and maybe if you're a Mac user, it definitely opens up the ability to use any kind of software that you want to create really nice looking images and post them and be consistent. Now, Crowdfire. Gosh, excuse me. Crowdfire, guys, is amazing, and I put this in here because it's a totally free app. It used to have a lot more functionality than it does now, but it essentially does the same thing, except it only does Instagram and Twitter, which is a little bit of a drawback. So, if the budget's kind of tight or you're not really sure, then definitely go with Crowdfire, because you can add one account to Crowdfire for free, and it will send you notifications to your phone using your own preloaded content that you load up there. You just go there and load it up, and it will send that content directly to your phone with a nice image, and you can post it directly. Like, basically, it's really good for when you're on the run. You spent the night before setting up your posts. It sends you notification at the right time to post. You just open your phone, accept the notification, and pop it right into Instagram. Both of these tools work that way. Hootsuite and Crowdfire both do that. But again, Crowdfire is free. Hootsuite is a paid tool, but it has way more functionality. So you got to decide where you're at, if you want to do that. It's definitely awesome. Now let's work on our engagement with our followers. These are the most important things that I feel that you should be doing on Instagram right now, and it's Instagram Stories and it's Instagram Live. Okay, if you go to your main feed here, right? This is my main feed here in the bottom. So some of you guys may know Matt Richards, but he is also doing very, very well on Instagram. And these are some of his stories. See, look at that call to action right in the video. I promote my Instagram Lives on my stories. Now look at this. If you guys can't see that, I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably a little hard because of the color, but it will show you how many people are looking at your post. Like 29 people looked at this Instagram story. So they saw my message to go and check me out on my live, on my Instagram Live. So Instagram Stories is so powerful, and a lot of it is because of where it's positioned in the feed. If I go and click on, I interact with Matt Richards all the time. So Instagram shows me more of Matt Richards stuff. I watch his stories. This is another guy that I interact with. The more people are interacting with your content, the more Instagram is going to show them your content. That's the simplest way to understand the algorithm. More people that click your stuff, more people see your stuff. And they get to keep seeing it because of the way it's set up now. It's a lot more like Facebook. If they're liking your stuff, they see your stuff first. If they're clicking on your stories, they're going to see your stories first. So guys, make sure that you're doing your Instagram stories. These are very, very easy to do. In the top left, you can just click the camera. Now just hit play like, yo, doing some quick Instagram training. I'm live right now. Right on, guys. Talk to you soon. Pretty easy. Then just click into your story, hit send, and it'll be right up there. One strategy that I really like to use with Instagram stories that I've seen a lot of success with is to give content in those stories. So you'll have like a really quick tip. You'll say, okay, you'll just make up, create a quick tip and tell people to go to the next slide, and then tell people to go to the next slide. And when they get to the last slide, there's a call to action that says click the link. That will create some very, very cool engagement for you. It's probably not going to upload because I got so much stuff running through here right now. Yeah, we're going to try that again later. So yes, Instagram stories is mandatory for Instagram in 2017. You got to make use of your Instagram stories. Like, you don't really even have to, when you go in here, you can slide up, and that's going to bring up whatever you have recently been working on. Like, these are some memes that I'd created. You could just select one, put it in there, and just add it, and it'll go right in your story as well. Very, very cool. Very, very quick and easy. You just slide up and just add something in there. I always have something in my stories 24 hours a day, even if it's just one, because people will see it, they interact with it, they like it, and it leads them to your profile, which is where we want people to be. So do your Instagram stories. Now, Instagram Live. This is where Instagram Live is at. Everything is inside of this little camera in the top left. I'm not going to start a live video because it would be, I don't know what's going to happen if I start a live video. But you can simply just click that button, and it's going to check your connection, and it's going to shoot you out live, and you'll be, broadcasting live. What's the best strategy with this? Where is it at? Guys, this is what I've done, and this has been working. Now, this has been working for me very, very well. At first, when Instagram Live first came out, my first idea was to do just to do a shout out show where people came and they could shout themselves out, and I did it for a half an hour, which I discovered through my experimenting and through my doing the actual activity for months, that it wasn't as successful as I wanted it to be, and the stats were kind of low. So I ditched it. The format that I chose to adopt. I tell people I'm live, but I'm only live for 15 minutes. And here's what we're going to talk about. The 3 most powerful Instagram strategies. And I've created this nice looking image inside of, this came out of Studio, I believe. Yeah, this came out of the Studio app. I just created it, added my image, and now it looks really nice. It tells people what I want them to tell them, and this is working a lot better. The stats are rising on my Instagram Lives. People are staying and showing up and asking questions, and they're getting content, which is the most important thing. So my strategy with Instagram Live is to create some kind of show, promote it, tell people when you're going to be on, because Instagram Live is everything on Instagram moves so quick. They take it in little bites. It moves very, very fast. So you got to grab attention quick. And that's a lot of the reasons why things are the way they are on Instagram. It's just the nature of the beast. So you got to really promote when you're doing your Instagram Lives. So go promote them and share them with people. Cross promote onto your Facebook, your Twitter, wherever you feel like they're going to fit. Definitely go do that. And yeah. I've collected leads directly from my Instagram Live. People come on, they see what I'm talking about. I tell them in my Instagram Live to go click the link in my bio, and you've got leads coming in. You got people getting to know you. You got people seeing your face. You got the power of video behind you. Now, Instagram Lives are not recorded, So that means you won't be able to have a recording when it's done, but you will be able to connect with your following, which is important. Because again, your main feed is getting less priority on Instagram. That's what these numbers tell me. I've got 8,000 impressions, 2,066 reach, but the profile views are way up because I've been doing Instagram Live and I've been doing Instagram Stories. So keep those two things in mind. You got to do them. They're important. Okay, last one, hashtags. Awesome. Do you guys have any questions right now? Before
How
I
long
move
can
on?
the videos go for?
An hour. Instagram Live? Yep. You can
Isn't there
sit.
any? Are there any apps that do record them?
You can try, and I've done this before. When you broadcast, you can use this app that I'm using now, which is called Mobizen. And what you do is you use Mobizen app and you get it onto your screen, and it's going to record the audio. And then you're going to use this app right here. Can you guys see this? Hopefully it doesn't open.
Yes.
This is called OBS Studio, and you can screencast your Instagram Live by recording your screen onto Facebook or somewhere else. But it opened. See, the problem that I had with it, and I wouldn't necessarily say this is a problem if you're creative enough to solve it, but this is, it didn't create very high quality content on Facebook because it only showed my screen. So I would get this recording that had this big black thing in the middle, and it looked really weird, but you definitely could get the audio through. How I started to solve it, and it will only broadcast to your Facebook fan page. Maybe I can see the one that I did. I don't know that I can.
That's okay. You know, I mean, you want to talk a bit about hashtags, because I know a lot of people are confused about that.
About hashtags? Okay, cool. Okay, I'm going to show you a super secret ninja trick, a ninja app for hashtags. Before we do this, hashtags are essential. You guys, hashtags are essential. If your account is smaller or you're still trying to grow your account to a size, I consider my account still growing, so I still use a ton of hashtags. Instagram allows you 30 hashtags per post. Okay, use them all. Use all of them. Now, before you go finding your hashtags, start here and research your audience, okay? Who are we trying to reach with our hashtags? Who's our target audience?
Are you supposed to be sharing your screen?
Am I? Am I not?
You're not.
Okay.
And
sorry.
I heard two different, while I stole the floor, I heard two different ways where use all the hashtags and then also don't use all the hashtags because for your reason to use all the hashtags, we're going to get that in a second, but the other people are saying don't use them all because you look desperate, like you're trying to get attention. If you want to talk about that too, you certainly can if you want to give your opinion on that.
I want attention. That's all there is to it.
That's the best
guys,
answer ever.
I want attention. I want people to see me. I want you to talk about me. If you want to go and talk about how my profile looks ugly and you say it online and somebody comes sees my profile, they can go find out for themselves. I want attention. So, and I'll show you guys some ninja ways. If you're worried about it looking spammy or something, I will totally show you how to do it so it doesn't look spammy. Okay, before we do that, make sure you've researched your audience, right? We're going to make sure that we've got the right targeted tags. We know who our audience is and what they do. I'm going to show you a super duper fast way to make it work. Now, this goes into another application. This one is totally free, and it's a freaking ninja. Remind me later, because I will do that. A hashtag is essentially a keyword, like on Google, okay? The people that are looking at those hashtags are likely in your target audience. They're likely looking for what you have to offer if you've got the right tags. This app is called Let's Tag. It's up here on the left, Let's Tag. You can type in pretty much anything you want to type in there. So we'll just type in motivation, right? It's going to populate all the tags that are being used and related to motivation on Instagram. Now, here's the ninja part. There's a lot of apps that do this. There's a lot of software. There's a lot of websites that do this. But this saves you so much time. You can hold down on which keyword you want. It's going to show you the number of posts that are to that keyword. We're looking for posts that have a good high amount of traffic in them, like motivation. That's 60, 90 million posts are in there. Workouts, probably have something similar, 73 million. Here's where it gets super ninja. I just tap and it's adding it to a list at the bottom. And I'm going to copy that and put it into a file inside my phone. I can tap workout, fit fam, fit, bodybuilding, dedication, health. If I want a more targeted look, I can do like a specific company, like It Works, right? I'm looking for people that like It Works or are in It Works. 4 million posts, pretty good. So I'll click on It Works. Wraps, 1 million, good. So I'm just gonna find all of these tags and I'm adding them to my list. I'm just kind of going random right now, guys. I have 17 tags that I've just looked for. Okay, I'm gonna click copy. Tags have been copied to the clipboard. Now, I can go over to my Instagram, or if you want to keep them for later, I'll just show you some stuff that I've already done. I think I was playing with this because I had a crazy idea and it didn't quite work, but that's okay. I'll show you the tags. I use another app on my phone. It's called Keep. I take what I just picked up, that list, right? It's now copied in my clipboard, and I can just paste it right in there. It just pasted all the tags that I just did, all the ones that I just searched for. So this app will save you a ton of time. I highly recommend, guys, if you are going to use hashtags, every once in a while, you need to make sure they're on point. Now, the best way to do this, like I'm doing this the fast way because I'm already very familiar with what's behind those tags. When you search tags, right? Like I'm going to click Amway. I'm going to go and look inside the tags. If you don't know where that's at, it's inside the little spyglass here. You just click the top where it says search, and you can just go over to tags. If I'm looking for people that are in Amway or posting about Amway, I can go, now this is a good tag. This is a really good tag. And I know this is a good tag because there's actual reps posting in here. There's actual representatives from the company. So this is an Amway product. I might go talk to that person. She only has 5 likes. Same here. That's another product. These are actually reps. These people are probably in Amway. They want to talk. They want to get better at marketing. So that's how you're going to know if you have a good tag or not. Is if that tag actually has those reps or those people that you're looking for are in the tag. If you open a tag and it's got a bunch of money or a bunch of spam or something that's not supposed to be there, so like this, look, make some extra cash processing emails. That person's not my target. I don't necessarily need to have that one. So that's another one that not so good. You know, these people are in Herbalife, so they would be a good target. So this isn't too bad, but you run a risk of attracting some people that maybe are not in your target. So every once in a while, I highly recommend that you take your tags and just click on them. Just click on them and make sure they're on point. Make sure that they're actually what you want. But this is the kind of the slow way. It's the hard and dirty way to do this. But once you get familiar with what tags you're using, this app is invaluable. You can go straight into this app, type in what you're looking for. You're going to grab the related tags, and you can just build a list very quickly once you understand what tags you're looking for.
Do you tend to use the same tags over and over? I don't know. I'm sorry. Maybe you said that already, but do you tend to use kind of like the same to find your stuff?
No, I don't.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's all I want to know.
Because this app makes it so easy, I don't have to. I'm so familiar with the industry, and I'm very familiar with, like, I've been doing this. I know what tags are what for the most part, and I know the products of the companies because I've researched the people. I know what they're selling. I know what they're doing, what tags they're probably using. And if I'm not sure, I'll go on Instagram and look. I'll go and look first before I add it to my list. You can even pull it up inside of this app here as well. You just click the little hourglass and it's going to pull it up. Where'd it go? Should pull it up. Oh, it's wanting me to do something here. Oh, it's taking them off. Okay. Anyway, I would just absolutely, if you're not sure about a tag, Instagram, look it up. Just look up that tag, make sure it's on point with the people that you want. Like, this may not be the best tag for that. This is actually a really good example. Mafia Motivator, right? He only has 20 posts in there. If I were to use this tag, I would get 0 traffic because that is his tag. That's his one tag that he's using. So it only has 20 posts. It's not relevant. It's not going to help me. The same, like, I think my name is a hashtag as well. So there's 2,000 people using my name as a tag. Well, there's 2,000 posts in there. So like this guy, I don't even know this guy. But yeah. So guys, make sure it's on point, and it will save you a lot of time. If you're not sure, if you're in here cruising around and you've got a good idea of what your tags are, you can do it, build it very fast, build a list, save it, and you can actually rotate to a different niche as you go. Like, I keep my tags separated as far as, okay, like some of these are more geared towards, like, this is a good example. This bottom section here is motivational tags. So when I do a motivational post, I'll use those. This first one is targeting a company: inspiration, motivation, workout, fitness, dedication, bodybuilding. It's people in that area. No, I just made that one. Here it is. So this one is more marketing stuff, like marketing, business, branding, social media, networking, social media marketing, MLM. So I'm like, it's 2 different things. It's like motivation and marketing, motivation and marketing. Those are 2 people that are in my niche. So I hope that helps. Do you guys have questions about that?
I know Joey's asked, are you adding texts on your posts?
What do you mean?
I'm trying to get clarification for that. But tell me, you mentioned something about a super ninja.
That is that app.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Guys, you've watched me do, before I had this app, like finding all of these tags one by one on Instagram is tedious. Using this app, Let's Tag, you can find them extremely fast and put them into a list and use that list over and over again. Like, it just will save you time, and it is a ninja trick because if you're still doing hashtag research kind of one at a time, you're probably spending a ton of time doing that when you kind of already know.
And that's why I have a note for, and I use my little S note, and I would like save it in my S note and then like copy it and then just kind of change a couple of hashtags relative to what I have, but still have like the hot topic hashtags. So that's the way I was doing it, but I like this way better. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and if you're not sure, like, I'm always encouraging people just to make sure your tags are on point. Periodically, you can do them very quick. Just make sure that they are still what you want. And here's another tip. Don't put your tags in this is how you avoid looking spammy. Don't put your tags in the description of the actual post. Put them in the comments. This is a comment. As soon as you post, you go down to the comments, the tags in the comments. I see people doing this all the time. They're putting the tags in their description, which is not good because it looks spammy. And if you're going to do that, real quick, guys, last thing, I promised.
That's okay. Keep going. Tell us all your secrets.
I know. So if you guys see this, okay, it says new tags. This is something I was working on. This is MLM companies I was targeting and their products. So see this line of dots that's there? you can copy the line of dots along with the tags, and it's still going to mark your tags inside the post. Let me find something real quick. I'll just post something real quick just so you guys can see it real quick. I'm not even going to caption it. I'm just going to do this. Here, it made it in. There you go, Katie.
Yeah. No E, no E. I don't know who this Katie with an E is.
What's your username?
It's at katie.stage.
Like so? Like
Yep.
that?
Yep.
Okay, good. So, okay, so I'm going to share that, right? Katie's going to get a shout out.
Whoop whoop. I'm gonna be all like famous and stuff.
Now, when I paste this, look what you get. You get dot, 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 and then a bunch of tags. Nope, knock that off. So now when this goes into the feed, what you're going to see well, in the feed, it'll look something like this. I was hoping he'd come up right here, but he didn't. I must not be following him. What you're going to see is instead of showing your tags, it's going to show just a period in the feed. Like you'll see a dot there, and that's it. So, guys, that's pretty much what I got for this evening. My multiple Instagram account strategy is definitely a thing, but it is built on these fundamentals. It is built on being consistent, having a library, using the right tools, targeting the people, interacting with those people, everything we're taught in attraction marketing.
Miguel, thank you so much.
I hope that was helpful for you guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I completely changed my description in my IG account, and it looks so much better. Like, I mean, it makes sense. I had like what was in it for like who I am, like, but I didn't really say what's in it for them, like in a way where it was just more simple. I was trying to tell people what I did as a profession, basically, like my catering to clients or something. But now it's like changed a little bit. I tweaked it, and I think it looks cool. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you're going to get a lot more engagement because people will follow you. They'll be like, ooh, I can get this from her. Awesome. But there you go, guys. I mean, those are the essentials for Instagram right now in 2017. Apply some of this stuff. If you have questions, you can always find me on Instagram at Miguel J. Fuentes. Facebook, I'm around. You guys know where I'm at.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. And you know, because a lot of people on here are major Instagram you know, users like Lisa and Wanda Witt. They do use Instagram all the time. And thank you so much for coming on here. I really appreciate it, Miguel.
You're welcome. Thank you. This has been interesting.
We are yeah, we are running short. We've actually gone overtime here with 30 minutes, but it was well worth it. Thank you so much. I know there's a lot of stuff to cover, and you know, it's very you know, setting up your profile is definitely one of the most important things when you're setting up your Instagram account, so you don't come across as spammy and everything like that. I'm actually, me personally, I don't use Instagram. I was so ignorant of Instagram. I didn't even know the difference between Instagram and Pinterest. So, you know, I completely got the two mixed up. So that's just me. But I know a lot of people watching this will have tremendous value out of it. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you.
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me. I'm so glad to be here. It was a lot of fun, for sure. Yeah, if you got questions, reach out. I'd love to help you out.
Definitely will, man. And for those of you who don't know how to get hold of Miguel, I'm sure Katie will put his information in the comments below, so we can actually reach out to you if we have any questions, man. we are going to say good night. I will go through everybody just to say goodbye. Pops, you want to start us off?
Yeah, real quick. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hearing Miguel. As usual, you're awesome. Appreciate you very much, man.
Thank you.
And Mr. Jamie Shaw.
And my brain's like in knots now. You know, I don't know where to get started. But thanks, Miguel. That was awesome.
Excuse me.
Oh, no, it's fine. Hey, listen, thanks, man. You're such a trooper coming on here with your cold and everything. You know, that sheer dedication. I know a lot of people would have, you know, had an excuse for not to get on here because they were sick, but man, it just shows that you really are a trooper, and thank you, man. So don't worry about the fact that you weren't feeling too good. I know we appreciated it.
I'm good. Thanks for having me, man. I'm so grateful. You guys are awesome. It's a lot of fun.
And we will have the recording up, so you can watch the recording, guys. If we'll send that out again straight after this when it gets rendered. Katie, you want to say anything?
Just thank you so much, and I'm going to put some information in the chat. So Miguel, you are awesome. Definitely an IG ninja.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's my thing. It's my fab.
All right. So with that being said, we are going to bid you guys a goodbye. Don't forget to reach out to us, and also if you are interested in getting started with, as Miguel said, My Lead System Pro, go ahead and click that link below that says Get Started Now. And we've got Wisdom Wednesday coming up on Friday. We've got Jamie Shaw's Hangout on Thursday. Both, I think it's, what time is yours, Jamie, at 9? Is it at 9 p.m.?
Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as well as Wisdom Wednesday. And for those of you who are aware, we also have the workshop on Saturday. If you want to get on that, get in contact with us, and we'll let you know how you can do that as well. We had a great workshop on a Friday. I think we were close on 10 minutes to 5 hours of intense training. That was amazing. And we will see you again on Saturday. Cheers, guys. We'll see you same time next week. Bye-bye for now.